Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is George Kingori. I'm your online finance guy who speaks about all things finance. How you can be able to save, how you can be able to invest, and how you can be able to grow in your financial journey. And today I'm going to speak about the motivations that people have in pursuing financial independence and financial growth. So what are these motivations? What are the things that keep people awake at night as they think about their financial future and how to be able to plan effectively for financial growth? The first thing is escaping poverty. I have also been in that trap because I want to actually acquire assets. Maybe you grew up in a family where there was not enough money. Maybe you just scraped by in the living conditions that you had with your family. Maybe even food was a challenge. Maybe at home there is no land that you could be able to receive at the end of the day should your plans not work. Maybe your parents are living in poverty, and maybe your siblings actually need help to be able to pass through education. So poverty is one of the biggest motivations that people have as they pursue their financial journey, and people will stay up at night and keep working and burning the midnight oil to be able to escape poverty. The other thing that is in connection with that is avoiding shame. Remember, poverty is one thing that removes the dignity of a person. You are not dignified every time that you are poor. In fact, when it comes to family settings, the people who are not wealthy actually do not even have a voice. People do not even listen to you when you are poor. People assume that you have nothing to contribute to their lives. Actually, a poor man's phone does not even ring. Why? Because it makes others think that you have nothing to offer. It brings shame and lack of dignity. And a lot of people want to receive some level of dignity, and so to be able to escape from having to be poor and in a position of shame, they want to be in a position of dignity. And so many people stay up and work hard to be able to get to a point where they could be able to be dignified above the average person. So avoiding shame is a big portion of financial motivation that people have. The other, of course, one is of course to improve one's family well-being. Maybe you are the kind of person who is the only person who has seen the light in your family in terms of financial capacity. Maybe you grew up in poverty and you're the one who is doing a little bit well off. You are paid a little bit better and you are earning a little bit better. But your growth and trajectory upwards is limited because you have to again pick your family and bring them up to some level. Because remember, you can also not leave them in the same level of poverty. So you need to educate your siblings. You need to build a home for your parents. You need to improve the general outlook of your family. At least set some of them up to be able to be successful in their finances. So pulling up your family up in the financial ladder is one of the biggest motivations for people pursuing financial independence. Of course, the other one is for people to move up the social ladder. Maybe people want to move beyond knowing the people of their average social ladder, and they want to know people of a higher social ladder. Remember, the people that you hang out with actually influence how your outlook on life is, actually influence how you carry yourself, actually make you think beyond what you actually know. So if you hang out with the people who are beneath your social ladder, you might find that even your thinking is limited in the people that you know. Because if you're hanging out with people who are constantly worried about how they will get the food on their stomachs and how they will pay their rent, you will always be concerned about rent and food. But if you hang out with people who are thinking about leaving a legacy, people who are thinking about building a business, people who are thinking about increasing value, then you'll start thinking consciously beyond the food and the rent. You'll start consciously thinking at that level. So many people want to move up the social level, and the problem with moving up the social level, it comes with associated costs. So these people will not hang out in the estates and hang around doing nothing. So these people actually might go out for coffees, and they might go for clubs, sports clubs. So it requires a certain level of income, and so people pursue this financial growth so that they can be able to avail these opportunities to meet these people who are higher up the social ladder, because it could actually help them in their networking and in the growth of their business and their careers. So that is one of the things that makes people pursue financial growth. The other thing is maintaining family wealth. Getting wealth in a family is easy, but maintaining this wealth over generations is harder than you think. Actually, most studies indicate that most family wealth actually goes down after the 5th generation, because people acquire money, but they do not acquire the skills on how to produce this money. Even the company family businesses are run by other individuals who may benefit more than the current generation of the people who are dependents of the people who founded the company. So these skills actually are not there, and so many people work extremely hard to be able to maintain this level of wealth, because again, very few people want to go from grace to grass. So maintaining that level of income and that level of prosperity requires a level of work and commitment, and many people are actually pursuing financial goals to be able to maintain that level of commitment. Because remember, it is harder for a rich man or somebody who has grown up in a rich background to fit in a poor man's setting, but it is easier for somebody who has had a humble beginning to be able to set themselves up and succeed in a rich setting. So it is easier to get from grass to grace than from grace to grass. So again, many people are working hard to be able to pursue this. The other, of course, is to give an inheritance to their dependents. Many people want to set up their children, including me, setting up their children towards success. Because remember, you may not be able to help your children pursue their dreams with abandon if your resources are limited. They might not pursue greater ambitions. In fact, your children's ambitions are capped to your financial capacity. You cannot be able to take them to Harvard and pursue fancy colleges and fancy education because you do not have the resources. So people work hard so that they can have more than enough to be able to help their children pursue excellence and great things in the future. So financial, getting an inheritance for their dependents allows people to do just that. Of course, others want to retire early. I don't know where you are in your life. Others want to retire early. They do not want to work year after year, giving more than half of their life to an employer for a less than commensurate income. So people want to work extremely hard, invest extremely hard, so that they can be able to buy their time in the future, and they can be able to retire and do the things that bring them passion and joy in their lives. It could be pursuing agriculture or pursuing social causes or setting up their own businesses, which can be able to be done if you have a certain financial safety net. And this is what these individuals pursue, so they can be able to do these things. So I don't know what your motivation is in your financial journey. Even as you listen to me every single day, I don't know what your financial motivation is, but it could be able to help you. You could be able to harness it to be able to keep motivated as you pursue your financial journey. Leave a comment telling me what your motivation is. Remember to subscribe to the channel so that these videos can be able to come direct to you every other day. And remember to like this video and to keep subscribe to the channel. Thank you and enjoy your